Starting out as a young man who wanted to do business, I had this idea, which was to me a great idea at that time, and a partner who was not financially involved in the business. But raising capital for the business was a very, very big problem for me. Now, I eventually started this business, but how did I raise the capital? How did I find money to start the business? This video answers these questions and solves the problem many startup companies and young entrepreneurs face today, especially in Nigeria. My name is Michael Anosike, and without a break, let's get to the video. Here is how you can raise money for your business. Number one is equity. Talking about equity, the story of Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba, is what comes to mind. He sold this idea to his family and friends and got them to invest in his business, which basically made them to own part of the business like shareholders. Okay, in this context, equity is the amount of capital invested or owned by the owner of the company or the owners of the company. Now, whatever represents ownership in a company is an equity, and it requires you to pay, or it requires the business to pay a certain amount of dividends to the investors at the end of the year, or as the case may be. Okay, one thing with equity is that if the business fails, the investors actually lose their money. But if the business succeeds or makes profit, the investors also makes profit. Now, what do you mean by dividend? Dividend is a part of a company's profit that is shared amongst its shareholders or investors. Now, if you're not sure you want to share your company or your profit, you must consider watching through this video. Okay, number two, borrowing or loan. Have you heard of the word leveraging? If you have and understand what leveraging is, you will agree with me that borrowing is a very good leveraging system. So here is a very interesting story my mentor shared with me of how he managed to raise funds to carry out a project as a young businessman. He said if your projected capital is around 100k, for instance, write down the names of all your family and friends and share the 100k according to the total number of your family and friends. He simply asks each of them to loan you 2k, and by the end of the day you will discover that you've raised 100k. Now the trick here is that it is very easy for someone to release 2,000 naira compared to releasing 100,000 naira. Okay. Understanding what leveraging in business is will help you to look out for opportunities around you and utilize them. Now, talking about opportunities, the possibility of getting this opportunity from the bank, like the commercial banks, especially in Nigeria, is next to zero as a startup company, because of the way it is structured, especially the high interest rates. For commercial bank, the interest rate is around 25%, while the microfinance bank is about 40%. Okay, so if you're a startup, especially in Nigeria, you might consider applying the strategy of my mentor, which I shared earlier, or you consider the number three, which is free money. This is the money you get from family and friends and well-wishers as a way of supporting you, and in this case, you don't have to pay back this money like the others. You don't have to pay back. Another way you can get free money is through business grants. Grants are money you get for your business that doesn't require you to pay back in any way, like what Tunelumelu Foundation is doing in the business world and the defunct You Win program that was set up by the federal government. The thing with free money is that sometimes it is very hard to come by. Just like they say, there is no free food even in Freetown, but you might just get lucky, and if you get lucky, that's a very good way to start. Number four, savings. This requires you to get a job first and then start putting out money from your earnings for a specific period of time. The problem with this method is that it requires a lot of financial discipline. But is that actually a problem? But one advantage here is that you control and determine the possibility of raising this money for your business. Now, before you start looking out for ways to raise capital for your business, do well to prepare a business plan. Now, if this video interests you, please do well to hit the like button, drop your comments in the comment section below, and please remember to subscribe to the channel. You can subscribe by tapping on that red subscribe button, and please share this video. Please share this video. Thanks for watching this video, and see you on the next one. Bye for now.